Hello. Currently, two types of vehicles are used for off-road driving: ATVs and amphibious all-terrain vehicles. ATVs are great off-road vehicles, have their pros and cons. Let's dwell on the minuses. First, no more than two people can move on ATVs. Moreover, the ATV is not capable of transporting useful loads. Finally, it is not able to swim and cross water obstacles. All-terrain vehicles can swim and cross water obstacles either using huge low-pressure wheels. An obvious disadvantage is the size of the wheel itself, the diameter of which is more than 4 feet. An off-road vehicle on such wheels cannot be compact. It won't fit in a regular light trailer, or amphibious all-terrain vehicles move through the water at the expense of such sealed boat. For the first time, amphibious all-terrain vehicles appeared before World War II. They appeared in two countries. The first one was the United States, where the American Ford GPA appeared. And the second one was Germany. The Schwimmwagen all-terrain vehicle appeared. Both of them were developed on the basis of ordinary compact SUVs, which could swim. They fought well throughout the Second World War. The Americans also used technique in the Korean War. But in terms of its off-road qualities, this technique was worse than ordinary SUVs of that time. In 1967, the Canadian design group created Argo, a compact, small amphibious all-terrain vehicle, which served as a model, and later became the ideal of small mechanical amphibious all-terrain vehicles. This is 6 to 8 wheeled small equipment that can be transported on a trailer. Its weight is no more than 1 ton, and it is able to swim and move off-road. Over the past 50 years, people have tried to create a new shape for ATVs, but nothing succeeded. It turned out that it was impossible to create a compact, wheeled, mechanical amphibious all-terrain vehicle with a suspension. What is a suspension? It is the ability to move comfortably off-road. While the Argo all-terrain vehicles can move well off-road. You feel all the bumps with your back. Spine problems guaranteed to you. This technique has an extremely low ground clearance. As an example, I will demonstrate the clearance of our electric all-terrain vehicle. Here, by using a tape measure, you can see a clearance of more than 17 inches. For the Argo all-terrain vehicle and similar all-terrain vehicles, the ground clearance is slightly more than 7.8 inches, half as much. Slightly larger than a conventional passenger car. This means that no truck track, no deep snow, no deep mud will allow you to drive these ATVs. As you can see, we use a suspension in our Green Scout electric all-terrain vehicle. In the suspension, we use conventional hydraulic shock absorbers from conventional ATVs. Due to this, the suspension is very energy-intensive. All the load is transferred neither to the body of all-terrain vehicle nor to your back, but goes to the shock absorbers. If the shock absorber is out of order, as in this video, then it is not a problem to change it for each wheel. I think changing the shock absorber is much easier than changing your spine. Amphibious ATVs use a mechanical transmission, mainly a chain transmission, in which chains are used. These chains stretch over time and begin to hit the bottom of the ATV during the operation. As a result, they make a lot of noise and break easily. We tried to use various kinds of shafts instead of chain drives. But they did not take root in small all-terrain vehicles because of too much weight. This is not required in all-electric transmission. We have electric energy directly from the accumulators to the wheel motor. It comes through ordinary wires, so there is nothing to fail there. In ordinary mechanical ATVs with gasoline engines and manual transmission, there is very little space inside the ATVs themselves. That is, if it were a standard mechanical all-terrain vehicle, the front compartment would be much larger, and it would have an engine that would outweight all the terrain vehicle. As well, there would be a gas tank under the driver's seat. And in fact, the entire floor would be occupied by a series of chains from the chain drives, as well as axles and semi-axles of the all-terrain vehicle. In our Green Scout electric all-terrain vehicle, it is quite comfortable for two large adults to sit in front. The back can accommodate 4 adults or 6 or more children. Modern gasoline all-terrain amphibious vehicles are extremely environmentally unfriendly types of equipment. They use engines that are much more harmful than those conventional cars. They make a lot of noise. In addition, they emit a huge amount of harmful substances into the atmosphere: carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and greenhouse gases. They use oils to lubricate the transmission, motor, and axle shafts, which constantly leak out or pollute the environment. For comparison, our electric off-road vehicle uses grease only on the axles of the off-road vehicle. Besides, it is designed for the entire operation of the off-road vehicle and does not enter the environment. Therefore, we believe that electric off-road vehicles are the future of small amphibious off-road vehicles.